Hi guys, it's Anne here, and this is my July monthly buys video. So I'm going to talk about and share everything I bought in the month of July, including how much everything cost. Now I always include my prices in Canadian because I live in Canada, and I do include it with the taxes, which is 13% here in the province of Ontario. The reason why I do that is I want to be realistic with how much money I'm spending on beauty products. A lot of times in videos, it's not that people are misleading, but I mislead myself when I see a video and someone's like, oh yeah, this palette's $45. But in Canada, that palette's actually $60, and then there's tax on top of that. So I'm just trying to keep it real. Keep it real for me and keep it real for you. I also want to mention that this will be the last monthly buys video I do for a little while. I am going on a no buy for the months of August, September, and October. So I didn't do a no buy in July, which I know a lot of people were doing because it's my birthday month, so I knew I wanted to buy something for my birthday. But I am in that mindset right now that I just don't want to spend money on things that I don't need. I want to save up money for some other bigger things that are going on in my life. And this is something that I need to be stricter with myself on, because if I don't say it and I don't commit to it, then I just happen to walk by a store and pick something up, and $10 turns into 100 very very quickly. Anyway, slight little tangent there. We're going to get into this. There's really not a whole lot this month, which again, I mentioned that in my June video that I wanted to keep July under wraps. Did not want to buy a whole lot of things. So let's just get started. So first up, I'm going to talk about the Flamingo eyeshadow palette because I already talked about that. This is this palette. Sorry, the lighting is a little crazy. I know I normally film in daylight, but I already filmed this once and it got corrupted. So time's running out and it's getting dark outside. So I actually am filming with my ring light and indoor lighting, and I don't have a full set of lights. And anyway, we'll make do. So I'm not going to talk about this palette. I did a whole video on it. I will link it below. I have been using it pretty much, I would say, like every other day. There was a little while there that I wasn't using it because I was on vacation, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm actually wearing it today. I'm only wearing one shade, the Surf shade, but I really like it because it has sort of like a duochrome effect to it. And I just have that lightly all over the lids, and then I have a little bit of a contour shade in my crease just to define the crease a little bit. So yeah, I am loving this palette. It was a little pricey because I did pay full price for it. So I paid $67.80 Canadian for this palette. But for me, it was money well spent. Would I have liked to have got it on sale? Sure. But I'm comfortable with my purchase and I'm happy that I bought it. So speaking of eyeshadow palettes, I did buy another one. And I was thinking about getting this and I hummed and hawed previously and I didn't buy it. And I was interested in this because Sabrina had mentioned it and really, really liked it. And I liked the looks that she had created out of it. And I was having a bad day, walking in the drugstore, and I always just kind of peruse and look at some stuff. And this was on sale. It was $9.99. So I paid $11.29 for this. And it is the Magnify'eyes Spice Edition from Rimmel. So this palette has been talked about, I think, recently too by Emily Noel. And I'm just going to say, like, I like it. I like the colors. I tried a couple of little looks with it, but it's definitely very dark. Like, for my personal taste, it is pretty dark. It's also very warm. Like, it's very fall-like to me. So I bought it now, and I'm just kind of like, it's not really, like, what I'm feeling at the moment. I'm feeling bright and summery. But I think, like, yeah, once fall rolls around, I'll appreciate using these colors a bit more. But I do need to play with it around more because I find it is pretty dark for me, and I have deep set eyes, so I try not to do too much with dark eyeshadows. I think that's where my preference is very different from a lot of other people's that I see on YouTube. I don't like using a lot of darker colors because I don't need to add the definition. I don't need to add the depth. I need to help take away a little bit and use brighter colors to bring the light and bring some of my features forward, if that makes sense. Anyway, as I said, I paid $11.29 for that. And then I bought two more eyeshadow products, which again I shared on my Instagram that I bought these. These are the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadows, and I have them in two shades. I have Stars and Stories, which is shade number 2. I don't know if you can, if it'll focus on that. Not in the face. I don't know. I have a hard time like doing this. Why are other people so good at this and I am just like failure? And then the second color that I have is 1 Second to Mars, and it's number 7, I believe. Oh, that one worked. See? I don't understand you, camera. Work with me. Come on, work with me. Anyway, I paid $12.41 for those two. Now, I have played around with them a bit. I thought I would have liked the peachy one a little bit better, the 1 Second to Mars, but I actually think I like the Stars and Stories better. Yeah, the color is really, really nice on it. And ironically, when I placed my Sephora purchase, and one of the free sample things that I got for like this little summer kit of samples, and there was this Stila Shimmer eyeshadow samples in there, which is the reason why I bought these, is because I didn't want to buy the Stila ones because I didn't want to pay for the Stila ones. So I might do a little comparison video on those. I know they're samples, but I think it might be interesting to do a little comparison between the products because the concept of them is basically the same thing. So I mentioned this in a little Instagram story that I also picked up the Sephora Watermelon After Sun Mask. So I haven't used this yet. I thought I would have used it over my vacation, but I just decided I didn't really want to. Probably because I don't want to use it at home with my dad and my brother there, and they look at me like I was a crazy person. And I didn't really feel like I needed to use it. I know I was outside for a few days, but I never felt that like, oh my god, this would be so refreshing. I feel like I probably will use this at some point this month though, so I'm looking forward to using that. And I paid $6.78 for this mask. Another thing I bought was this Bondi Sea Salt Spray. I got this from, I think, Winners or Marshalls. It was $6.99, so with tax, it was $7.90. This is what it looks like. I bought this because I have the Wave Spray, and I'm just going to be honest right now, I don't really like it. It's not doing what I need it to do. I need something that gives a bit more texture and a bit more hold. I think if you have naturally much more wavy hair, it will help with those waves and bring those waves out, but the way my hair is wavy, it's like if I wash my hair when it's wet, it'll be wavy when it's wet, and then sometimes when it dries, those waves would disappear. But when I use a sea salt spray, it keeps those waves in. So I feel like the best one that I've used so far is the Bumble and Bumble one. I don't think I've used one yet that has really compared to that one that really makes them stay. This one's not bad. Again, I've only used it maybe 2 times, so I can't really judge it yet, but it's okay, but I don't think I like it. And the scent of this is coconut and sea minerals. I don't get that. It's not coconutty to me at all. It's more sea minerally, I think. And the last thing that I bought, will seem a little bit random because I have never mentioned that I was looking at this at some point. And it is a bit random. It is the Hard Candy Longwear Sheer Envy Setting Spray. So I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and there's about a third left. And that's one of those products that I just don't want to run into a setting spray. So that's why I picked this up. I was in Walmart, which I talked about this before. Like I rarely go to Walmart, but I think I've been there twice now in the past couple months, which is just weird. Actually, maybe 3 times. That's crazy. And I was perusing the makeup because I like to look at makeup that I don't normally get in other stores. Like I don't really get a whole lot of Wet n Wild. I don't get Hard Candy. I don't know. I think NYC they have that I don't really see in too many other places. Or at least the selection is different. So when I saw this setting spray, I picked it up because it's like I've never tried it before. I don't know if I'll repurchase in the future because I guess, like I said, it's not that accessible to me because there's no Walmart near me. But yeah, I wanted to give it a go. I thought it was going to be a little bit cheaper than it was. It actually cost me $7.89. I was hoping it was like $4 or $5 plus tax, but obviously it's about like $6 plus tax, or about $7 plus tax. But yeah, well, I'll give it a go and see what it's like and let you know. And actually, that was a little good test when I was in Walmart because when I was there, they had all of the 10 pan Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes, the new ones, and I had been like lusting after those for a while. And when I saw them, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna buy any of these right now. Like, I feel like I had the colors that I liked and like of those palettes. Yeah, there's colors in them that I don't have, but I didn't really feel like I needed them at this point. I mean, maybe because I already just bought 2 eyeshadow palettes, so I felt sated in my eyeshadow realm, and plus the other 2 little Metal Shock shadows. But yeah, I was really proud of myself that I didn't feel like I needed them, and I I didn't buy them just because, well, I'm there. I could have, because like I could have been like, well, they have all of them right now. I don't know when I'll ever get this opportunity again. You know what? My life will go on. I don't need those eyeshadow palettes. So, in total, let's sum up everything that I spent this month. So, for the month of July, I spent $7.90 on hair care. I spent $99.38 on makeup, which was a little bit expensive because the Violet Boss palette, and then $6.78 on skincare, which was just that one mask. So, in total, it was $114.06. So, I mean, it still adds up pretty quickly, but I figure overall that's not too bad. But again, it's $100 I could have saved and spent on something more worthwhile. So that's why for August, September, and October, I really do want to go on a no-buy. There's nothing that I really need. So I guess I need to explain that too, though, that it is a no-buy, but if there's some reason that I need to buy something, like I need shampoo, like it has to be something that I need and cannot live without. Like if I ran out of eyeliners, I would fine. Like don't need eyeliners. Like I would survive. But something like shampoo, kind of need shampoo, deodorant, which I'm not including really as a beauty buy. Like, yeah, the only thing I could think of that I may run out in the next 3 months could be shampoo, but even then, I think I'm going to be hard pressed to actually run out of it. Yeah, so that's it for my July monthly buys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it informative and useful. And if you did like it, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And I know everybody else says this, but I do appreciate if you would subscribe. If you'd like to join me on my little channel here and stick around for some of my future videos, I'd really appreciate it. And I would love to see you again sometime soon.